Once upon a time there was a cook named Gretel. She used to wear red high heels, and when she walked outside in those shoes, she would sway from side to side, feeling very happy and thinking to herself, "What a beautiful girl I am." When she'd return home, she'd take a sip of wine in happiness. Since wine makes one hungry, she would taste the delicious food she cooked until she felt full, saying, "The cook must taste what her hands have made." One day her master said to her, "Gretel, we have a guest coming tonight. Roast us 2 fine chickens." Gretel replied, "Certainly, sir." She slaughtered 2 chickens, plucked their feathers and boiled them a bit. Then she put them on a roast spit and in the evening, roasted them before the fire. The chickens turned brown and became ready, but the guest had not yet arrived. Gretel called to her master, "If the guest doesn't arrive soon, I'll have to take the chickens off the fire. But it would be a great mistake not to eat them while they are still juicy." Her master said, "I will go and fetch the guest myself." As soon as he left, Gretel put the spit aside and thought, "Standing by the fire so long makes one perspire and thirsty. Who knows when they'll return? In the meantime, I'll go to the cellar and have a drink." She went to the cellar, poured herself a jug of wine and said, "Bless you, Gretel." She took a big gulp and soon she craved another, so she took another big drink. Then she went back, placed the chickens before the fire, basted them with butter, and turned the spit in great delight. But with the aroma of the roasting meat wafting up her nose, Gretel thought, "There might be something wrong with the food. I must taste it." She touched the chicken with her finger and said, "Oh my, how delicious is that chicken! It would be a great mistake not to eat it in time." She went to the window to see if her master was coming with the guest, but saw no one. She turned back to the chickens and thought, "One of the wings is burning. It's better to take it off and eat it up." So she cut the wing off and ate it. It tasted good, and when she was done she thought, "I must eat the other wing too, or else my master will notice the one missing." After she had eaten both wings, she checked again and saw no one. Suddenly she thought, "Who knows if they're even coming at all? Maybe they've gone elsewhere." Then she said, "Well, Gretel, enjoy yourself. One chicken is already spoiled, better have another drink in the whole chicken. Why waste God's blessings?" So she went to the cellar, took a large swig of wine, and devoured the entire chicken in great joy. After she finished one chicken, her master didn't appear. Looking at the other chicken, she said, "What's good for one is good for the other. I should eat this one too. I think it's fine to have another glass." She drank wine enthusiastically and ate the second chicken. While she was enjoying the second chicken, her master arrived and shouted, "Hurry up, Gretel, the guest is right behind me." Gretel replied, "Sure, sir, I will serve dinner right away." At that moment, the master went to ensure that everything on the table was in order, picked up the large knife he would use to carve the chickens and started sharpening it on the step. Soon the guest arrived and knocked politely on the door. Gretel ran to check who was at the door. When she saw the guest, she put her finger to her lips and said, "Shoo, shoo, leave as quickly as possible. If my master catches you, something bad will befall you. He invited you for dinner, but he intends to cut off both your ears. Listen carefully, and you'll hear him sharpen the knife to do it." The guest heard the sharpening sound and hurried down the steps as fast as he could. Gretel didn't stay still. She ran to her master shouting, "What a wicked guest!" Her master said, "Why, Gretel? What do you mean?" She replied, "He took both chickens that I had prepared for you from the plate and ran off." The master said, "What a trick!